I have a $2,000 problem. Welcome to Flipping and Punching. Today is Tuesday. And I know we don't pull orders on Tuesday, but we got a lot of orders to pull. I had to pull my orders this week on Sunday because my Monday was jam-packed. And now I have, I think, 21 eBay orders, and we just ran a whatnot like in half an hour ago, and we literally had 17 more orders there. We sold over $200 within an hour, which is great. I did a raid train with a Philly flipper, so appreciate him for setting that up. And then we're gonna talk about my $2,000 problem I have. It's actually more like a $2,500 problem. So we're gonna talk about that, but let's pull some orders first. All right, so first order we sold is, here's this. It's a vintage sweatshirt from 1995. I bought this, man, I probably bought this like 2 years ago when I was wrestling I did a wrestling trip to, I think, New Orleans? Yeah, wrestling Louisiana, and I went to a thrift store there and I found this for like $1 or $2. It's super cool, it's vintage. There's some dog society or something like that, but it's a sweatshirt. That's when I was first getting the vintage. I had this thing so overpriced for the longest time. No one wanted it. I thought all vintage was good back then because I was just starting to learn to get my toes wet in the vintage market, and I just kept lowering the price year after year, and eventually someone sent me an offer for $14 plus shipping. I think I paid like $2 for it. So I'm just glad to see it go, clearing out old merchandise and moving on. We sold another almost vintage. Remember, this is so crazy when I say this. Anything 2004 and older is vintage. God, I felt so old saying that. I mean, how many of you guys feel old when I said that out loud? Oh, 2004. Good Lord. Anyway, so next time we sold is actually a national championship sweatshirt from the Florida Gators from 2006. I picked this up at a garage sale. I think I paid like $1 or $2 for it. We ended up selling that for $13 plus shipping. So it's weird that right now I'm starting to sell sweatshirts. By the way, as you can see, I bagged all my clothing in these clear plastic bags. It gives it a better presentation. Oh, there's a good tag right there, made in USA. But yeah, it gives a better presentation when it does arrive to the customer. And I think it looks more professional. So you guys bag up your clothing, you guys just put it in a poly bag and send it off. I pre-bag all my clothing and then put it in poly bags and send off. So, all right, next time I got to pull is actually in the back of my truck because I had to go to my storage facility earlier today. They pulled some orders. But how many of you guys' truck or back of your car looks like this? That's still from the weekend. I still didn't pull all my orders inside yet, so I need to do that. But look at this thing, man. This might be the coolest thing I've found in a long time. New Kids on the Block doll. Super cool. I've just been so busy. It's Tuesday. I still haven't pulled my stuff inside yet, and I need to do that. So we sold this right here. This is a Motorola router. Bought this at a garage sale. I think I paid up. I know I paid I think I paid 40 or 50 bucks for that. The reason I paid that because I knew it does sell really well. The guy did tell me it is a good selling item. I think now maybe 30. I don't know. To be honest with you, I totally forget what I paid for this, but it doesn't matter. Anyway, I had it listed for like 130. Someone sent me an offer for 100 bucks, and I just took it. I want it gone. Moving on. It's Operation CSO. We're clearing shit out, so it's time to move stuff. People send me offers, and I am going to take them as long as they're fair. And for all of you guys that don't have offers on, put offers on it. For the longest time, I actually didn't have offers on my items. I would send out offers to buyers, and I wouldn't allow them to counter. Now I have offers on all my items again, and I do allow them to counter. The reason for that here is I want to get dialogue going. Sometimes people will send you lowball offers, and people get really upset about lowball offers. And I actually encourage them because the reason why they're sending you lowball offers, think of it like just going to garage sale, the flea market. Everyone wants to get something for a cheap price. People send lowball offers to try to sometimes poke the bear or test the market because you never know, that one time someone might accept it. Like if you have an item that's $100, someone sends you a lowball offer for 30 bucks and you bought for $2 and it's been sitting in your store for a year, you might just take it just to get it out of there, you know? So a lot of times people send lowball offer just to test the market. And if you send them a message, you send them a fair offer, a lot of times they're going to be fair and counter, and you may make a deal. I can't tell you how many deals I made when someone sent me a lowball offer and then sent them a message, and then we were able to come to a reasonable deal for it. So highly recommend that you guys do that. All right, next time we sold is a pair of Vans shoes. I actually had these listed in my store for $34.99, and someone sent me a best offer, just what we were talking about. Guy said that his wife would love these for the summer and wanted to buy them, so he sent me an offer for $19.99 plus ship, and I accepted because I paid, I think, $5 a pair. So if I get 3 times my money on that, I'm okay. 4 times my money, okay. Now, let me show you guys one of the coolest items that I did sell, and I'm actually super sad that this went, and that's part of the reason why I'm out here. Look at the size of this. I mean, there's my truck, and it almost goes up to the bed of my truck. Huge. Here's the box I'm going to be using, 4x4x48. So what this is actually, you know, when you go to the movie theaters and you see those big vinyl posters hanging from the wall or down the ceiling there, that's what this is. I'll put a picture up here so you can see it. It's actually Scooby-Doo from 2003. It's when the Scooby-Doo movie came out, and it's a giant vinyl poster from the actual movie theater. I had it listed for $150. I wasn't even trying to set this up. Ironically, this is what just happened. I had this listed for $150. Buyer sent me an offer for $75. We kind of went back and forth. Was going to send him a counter offer, told him I didn't want to do it. And then after a while, I was like, you know what? This thing's been sitting in my store for a year. I haven't really got much offers on it. So, you know, I'm going to take it because I paid $150 for an entire container of posters, which I sold all these SpongeBob movie posters. I've already made my money back and profit. And then I had like 15 or 20 of these giant vinyl posters from the theater. So I decided to say, you know what? I'll take $75 just to have it move. So I got $75 plus shipping for that. All right, so I talked about that I have a $2,500 problem, and it's a buying problem. That's literally purchases that I made off Whatnot, and I think there's one purchase off eBay there. Yeah, so Whatnot can be very dangerous. I got caught up with some FOMO. If you don't know what FOMO is, fear of missing out, and I made a couple questionable purchases, and I'm afraid to open these boxes because depending what's inside of them and the condition of these items, I may have made a bad I may have made good purchases or multiple bad purchases. But I mean, some of it has to do with cards, some has to do with comics, some has to do with I'm a sucker for mystery boxes. I bought a mystery box. I don't even know what was in it, so I opened that too. But for those that shop on Whatnot, it's so easy just to swipe your finger across and just make a purchase in items. And a lot of times I go in there, I support my friends, I buy items from them. But other times, like I see items in there, I'm like, oh, this should be good. I don't have time to look it up on eBay. I'm not by my computer to quick look it up. And I make a buy. Or they do sudden death and I don't put a custom bid in. I try to swipe it the last second. And the bid goes from like 20 to like the $70. Like, that's what happened to me. One was a case of sports cards, I know that. And I literally swiped my finger on sudden death and it jumped dramatically. And now I get stuck with this box of stuff. So we're going to go through that there. Let me know down in the comments below. How many of you guys have a buying problem on Whatnot? And let me know what kind of questionable purchases you made or how many things you're like, oh, I regret making that buy. Because that happens to me all the time. Also, too, though, it is dangerous. Like, and if you guys don't... If you're not on Whatnot, I highly recommend getting on Whatnot because even if you don't want to sell live, it's a great place to source items. I have a code. I'll put the link down in the description down below here. You can sign up. You get $15 just for signing up. You don't have to buy it from me. You can use that code and use that $15 anywhere on Whatnot. But a lot of times there are a lot of underpriced items because people put items in their auction because they know it sell well on eBay. But that doesn't always transcend to Whatnot. So I highly recommend, I'll give you guys some tips on that, on what to look for, how to source on Whatnot, because it's a great place to find cheap items if you know what you're doing.
Oh yeah, also at the end of this video, I'm going to open up all those packages so you can see exactly what I bought. And then you guys can let me know down in the comments down below if I made smart choices or if I made stupid choices. And I'm already leaning to either of those two, so we'll see.
We sold a DVD. Drawn together. This was up here a long time ago in my store, and I think I had it for like $4.99. Someone bought it. I don't list anything that cheap anymore, but I'm not taking it down. The work's already done, so I'm going to keep these items in my store until they just pretty much sell out. Moving forward, I want to have all my items have a high sell-through rate or to have a minimum value of like $15-20, unless it's like a video game or maybe like a graphic novel or something like that. Those I go more of like a $10 price point because they're super easy. Front and back picture and scan the barcode and then you quick list them. But pretty much what I'm doing going forward, and it's really worked because my average sales price has increased. Trying to do less work and shipping with more expensive items. That's the ultimate goal. All right, so we sold a couple more graphic novels. These have been doing really good in our store, so I'm going to keep listing these. And I'll tell you about my big purchase I just did a couple days ago. All right, so next item we sold is an X-Men graphic novel. My buy cost, and this is probably about $1. What we sold here is X-Men Blinded by the Light. And we got $19.99 plus shipping for that. We sold some strategy guys, and this transaction kind of did upset me, but it was a little frustrating because a guy sent me, first off, they sent me an offer. So I had them listed for $19.99. They sent me an offer for $15, which I accepted because I wanted to go. My buy cost on these is like $2 each or something like that. What I'm talking about is NFL Street right here. As you can see, NFL Street 2 and NFL Street 1. I put them as a lot because usually, like I always say, if you're going to buy the first video game and you like it, you're going to buy the second one. So I figured I get a higher sales price if I include these both together. Buyer sends me a couple messages. We go back and forth. I accept his offer, and then he ghosts me the rest of the night. Wake up the next day, and the buyer sends me a message. He goes, hey, after thinking about it, I really don't want to spend the money anymore, and I'd like to cancel my order. What is frustrating, I don't want to send it off and get the buyer upset because they're just going to open a return. So I just told the buyer, hey, no problem. I sent the buyer a message, hey, just open a claim through eBay that you want to cancel it. And the buyer sends me a message back, goes, oh, no, we don't need to do that. It's not that serious. And then that was it. And then literally like 2 minutes later, he paid for the item. So when you buy something on eBay, there's an option to go in there back to the transaction after you pay to try to cancel it. So I don't know why he didn't want to do that, but anyway, we got $15 plus shipping for these. Now, you guys always hear me talk about slot cars. Well, not just slot cars sell. The tracks sell well, also any type of books on slot cars. This is Greenberg's Guide to Aurora Slot Cars. Aurora is a brand of slot cars. If you're not familiar, know that name because these are good slot cars to pick up if you do see them, especially the older ones. And I had this listed, I think, for like $40. Had it at my store for like a year. He sent me a best offer for $25. I accepted. So I got $25 plus shipping on that. Now, even the slot car magazines do sell as well, or the catalogs. Now, this next one, I feel so good about this sale, and I'll explain why. So, I had this magazine, or this, I guess is a Tyco catalog. It's from 1993. It's the very first one. And they had this listed in my store for super high, maybe like $100 plus shipping. When I had it listed, someone just sent me like horrible message. What, you're an idiot. What, this thing's never worth that much money. What are you doing? And I know that this is a very valuable catalog. There wasn't a lot of comps for it. So I thought maybe I overpriced it, but I was like, I'll just leave it up there, especially since this jabroni is sending me messages and telling me how I should price my items. That's one of my biggest pet peeves on eBay too. When people send me messages telling me I'm overpriced or that item's not worth that. Like, have something better to do with your time, you know what I mean? I lowered the price. It didn't sell for a while, so I ended up lowering the price to $79.99, and someone just bought it for $79.99 plus shipping. So hopefully that person sees this video, which they probably won't. But anyway, we ended up getting $79.99 plus shipping. That came that massive $2,000 slot car buy. So this is all gravy right now for us, man. We've already made our money, and this is just the icing on the top. So back to Whatnot. I bought all these packages pretty much on Whatnot. The issue with Whatnot is, and here's the thing for you guys out there. You guys don't, a lot of people don't want to sell on Whatnot and be live, and I 100% get that. Whatnot is an absolute amazing place to go sourcing at. A lot of times, sellers don't know the difference between what was selling Whatnot and what was selling eBay. It's a hard lesson to learn. I still learn that lesson every once in a while. I will throw items in my auctions that I think are going to do well and Whatnot, but they end up not. And then I put up items sometimes that, I didn't really know the price on it. For example, like I put up a Disney pin that sold for $16. The buyer bought it and flipped it on eBay for $150 and sent me a screenshot of it. So, which is good. I mean, that buyer's going to come back and get great deals.
you know, anything I put on Whatnot, I start at like, you know, $5 or less because my buy cost is so cheap. You know, I'm not going to lose money on it. I might lose in the opportunity cost of putting on eBay, but it's a quick flip. That's why I do that. So on the reverse side, as a buyer, you know, if you know you can go on there and buy stuff at 30-40% below eBay price, it may be beneficial to you depending what the item is. Also too, I want to give you guys some tips and tricks on how to get great deals on Whatnot sourcing, but also too, what to be careful with so you don't end up with $2,500 in purchases like I did. If you guys watch my Pick and Punch channel, I made a big purchase of a bunch of Disney pins, but during my last purchase, the guy had these Super Bowl patch books. That's what it was. He had 2 of these. When you open it up, it's a whole collection of Super Bowl patches. Has a patch of the year, has a card with it. Pretty cool looking. Has every single year. I've seen these sell on eBay all over the place. Anywhere from $200 to like $400 for the complete books of these. I ended up getting 2 books. I had about 50 patches in it. Since my mother-in-law has helped me do some of my listings, I figured this would be a great thing for her. I try to give her very similar or like items because she's literally just started listing on eBay in the last few months, so she's just learning. So anytime you have someone help you, you want to make sure you give them similar items to list because they get the repetition of listing those items over, and then that's the way it gives her practice and they know what to do. So I gave these books and I had the idea, I was like, you know what, if I put these patches up on eBay, minimum of $20 a piece, there's 50 patches, that can be $1,000 instead of me just selling them by the book. Now, if it was me listing by myself, I would have literally put them up in one big listing for like $400 or $500 best offer and just sell it. Since I have someone help me list, I figure I can try to maximize my profits, give her some extra work, and I can take them out and break up the sets and sell them individually. And I think we're going to end up doing better at that. So it's cool. We actually sold 2 of them already within the first day or 2 of listing them. And if you guys ever come across these, it's Will Be in Ward is the name of the patches. And what I learned is that the newer patches sell a lot higher than the older ones. The reason for that is people collect them as a set, so they've already got the older years, and they're always trying to get the newer years for their collection. All right, first one we sold is the Philadelphia Eagles, New England Patriots. We actually had this listed. I realized Patriots stuff sells good, Eagles stuff, 49ers and Chiefs right now. Teams are super hot, so we actually sold this for $59.99 plus shipping. Actually, scratch that. I didn't sell that one. I sold the Eagles versus Chiefs. First time we sold is actually the Philadelphia Eagles versus the Kansas City Chiefs. This is from the 2023 Super Bowl. I listed this thing up. Oh, what a horrible time. My birthday's in February. The Super Bowl was in February. And my bachelor party was planned for my birthday weekend. So last year we did my bachelor party, my birthday, and the Super Bowl all at the same time. Just by dumb luck, my Philadelphia Eagles happened to go to the Super Bowl. So it could have been the most epic weekend of my entire life, only for my Eagles to fall short in the Super Bowl to the Chiefs. So unfortunately, you know, stuff happens, but I had so much fun on our trip with me and the boys. It's something I'll never forget. So, but anyway, we ended up selling this patch for $59.99 plus shipping. Hi, Samantha. You crying? You want to be pet? Yeah. Say hi. Tampa Bay Buccaneers versus Chiefs. This is actually the very last Super Bowl that Tom Brady ever played in, so the reason why this one's pretty sought after. Had it listed for $79.99. Within the first couple hours of listing, someone sent me an offer for $64 plus shipping, or $62 or $64, something like that, and I took the offer. So I've already sold 2 patches now for $120. We ended up getting 60, I think maybe $62 plus shipping for this. So, and now I've already got back $120 in patches, in sales from the patches. So a lot better than what I expected. When I listed these, I really wasn't sure how they're going to do, but I think right now is a perfect time to list these because free agency just started for the NFL. The NFL draft is coming up in April. NFL right now is in the headlines of all the sports world. So, you know, out of sight, out of mind, since it's back in the news, people are starting to look for more sports stuff for the NFL season. So I'm going to get the rest of these listed up I'm going to get the rest of these listed up during the week. I'm going to list probably like 5 or 6 a day. So we sold some more designer boxes. It still blows my mind every time we sell these. There's my big stack. I've been listing more and more. So we end up selling these two right here. All right, so these two are the Chanel boxes. Chanel boxes sell great, especially the magnetic ones. They've been selling like hotcakes for us. Two of these are smaller ones here, but had them listed for $49.99. The buyer sent me an offer for $78 for two boxes. So was it like $39 per box? So since they're buying two, why not? My buy cost on these is $10. So turn 10 into 78, I'll take that all day long. All right, so we sold a couple comic book lots here. What I normally do is when I buy collections, I'll pull up the key books, and then the rest I'll just put in, lots. And, they're slower sellers, but over time they do sell off. All right, this is the Wildcats from Image. This is from the early 90s. There's a lot of 7 of them here. This is listed in my store forever. I had it listed for like $9.99. Some sent me an offer for like $6.50. I just accepted. Get them gone. Less than $1 a book. I literally have about 10 cents into these collections now. This collection I bought less than 10 cents into it, and I've already made my money back 10 times over. So, all this is going to be pure profit. The next lot I sold, though, this is a really good one here. So the original G.I. Joe lot from the 1980s, the first run, sells extremely well, and it's really popular now because they actually brought back the G.I. Joe comic book with the original writer on it. A lot of G.I. Joe books right here. Yeah, this is all early runs, like 3, 4, 5, 6, and they are in excellent condition. I think I had this list for $89.99. Someone sent me an offer for $70, and I accepted. So, got $70 plus shipping for that. All right, so let's talk about sourcing and whatnot. One of the things you want to look for is people that are running auctions at lower start prices, not ones that have higher prices. I always look for people that have like 20 or less people in the auction, because you can get some really, really good deals in those. And so that's one thing I always do, go on there. People that do preload their items, you can go in there, you can actually see what they actually have. You can quick go in there and look, do that. Also, to be very, very careful on there, because there's two different ways. There's a regular auction where if you place a bid in the last 10 seconds, they extend it by 10 seconds, or there's something called sudden death. And that's what got me in trouble, and that's where the FOMO kicks in. Now, to maximize your money on there, you do the extension for 10 seconds, and then it extends 10 seconds every time someone bids in the last 10 seconds. I know that sounded weird. That's usually what I do, because that's a good way if you try to maximize your time and then maximize the amount of money that you get from your auctions. Now, a lot of sellers might do sudden death because they have so much product, they just need to move it. And how that works is once you play, whoever places the highest bid the last second wins it. Now, if you swipe your finger and someone bids and people bid right before you, it automatically bids right above that amount. If you put a custom bid in there, it could jump very high. So what got me in trouble, and we're going to talk about a little bit more when I open up these packages here, but I was bidding on some sports card boxes. It was actually a case, and I swiped my finger at the last second, and it jumped tremendously, and I probably wouldn't have bought it, and now I get stuck with it. But anyway, it's a learning experience. You got to do what you got to do, but you be very careful on those. I'd say also, too, look in different categories, because some people don't know what they have on there. What does sell well on Whatnot. So just so you guys know, Whatnot started out as a collectible website. A collectible auction site. So like sports cards, comic book, toys, Pokemon, Funko Pops. That's what it originally started, selling those collectible items. Over time, as the platform grows, it has expanded out to clothing, expanded out to other collectibles. They have a storage unit. They have a garage sale category. They have jewelry. They have all these other options now. So if you can find out, if you search through these categories on there, like, for example, I have a buddy that likes Laserdisc. They have a small Laserdisc on there. There's probably only like 10 sellers on there. So he goes on there and buys really good deals on Laserdisc because there's not a lot of competition on there. But he buys them for his own personal collection. I wouldn't recommend selling Laserdisc on there because there's not really a big market for it. Like, for example, I may sell, like last night I sold a Kate Spade purse, which I would have put that on, I've got a yard sale, paid $10 for it. If I put it on eBay, I probably could have got $40, $50 for it. Okay. It was beautiful, pink, sparkling purse. I put it on Whatnot, and someone got a steal. Someone got it for $21. So
I don't care because my buy cost was $10. I quick flipped it within 2 or 3 days of, no, within 2 days of having it. And I just moved on to other items. But I put good premium items in my whatnot sales because I want buyers to come back and I want buyers to get good deals. So I don't care if I lose money in a couple items. I don't care if I break even a couple items. Overall, I work on the rule averages. So I go by the amount of money I invest in the show and the amount of money I make on a show. That keeps buyers coming back. Okay, so there are a lot of sellers that do that. So even if you come to my whatnots, you're gonna get some good deals to flip things online. So highly recommend if you guys are having a hard time sourcing your area because of the, because of the weather, your thrift stores are raising prices. Go on Whatnot, try Whatnot, go on there to source and go and take a look at some of these auctions, but be careful. It's extremely addicting. And FOMO will kick in. You will get caught up in the moment. You will bid higher than what you want, and unfortunately, you're in a situation like I was in. All right, next time we sold another box. This one was like maybe an inch or two bigger than the last one. Again, it's a Chanel box. So we ended up selling this one for $49.99 plus shipping. Buy cost was $5, and we made an absolute killing these. That's 3 boxes now. Yeah, $128 for 3 boxes, and our buy cost is $15. So these, I wish I would have listed these sooner. I just put them off for so long because I didn't want to deal with them. Just itching so bad to list the rest of these. Look at that free space now. Now we can stack another 3-4 boxes up there and hopefully get some more sales. All right, so next time we sold a Loungefly, but this is actually a mirror from Disney. Beauty and the Beast, as you can see here from Disney, is Loungefly. Originally, these things were like $25. There wasn't a lot of comps on. I had 2 mirrors. I think I paid like maybe $50-$60 for both mirrors, and we ended up selling this one right here for $69.99 plus shipping. All right, next time we sold, this is a multi-quantity item. I picked these up at a church sale. I got a whole box of hair dye. They wanted to charge me $5. I gave them $40 because they're doing a fundraiser for the pastor's wife because she had cancer and they're trying to raise money. So I gave them $40 for the box. Very basic, but what you want to look for is colors that are retired. If you can find colors that are retired, they actually do really well, especially people that want that specific color and they can't get anymore, and they can do really well on eBay. I got $19.99 plus shipping for this. So with a Suicide Squad figure, let me pull it here. This figure right here, came in a massive lot there. I put it up for like, I think, I had this for like $10. Buyer sent me an offer for $7 and I just accepted. So I just wanted to get it gone there. Show you guys kind of what I'm actually working on today as well. I plan on listing all this. There's some more empty boxes. I'm trying to do a couple per day. This one I bought a while ago. I'm so bad at when I buy big items, I need to list them right away. And these I picked up when I was at Peach of the Beaches, and then I put up some graphic novels. I'm going to put up some graphic novels today as well. But these have been doing really well for me. So I'm going to try to get this done here within the next hour. All right, next. You thirsty? Is an Anakin Skywalker figure. Oh my gosh. And she keep drinking. Some long. Are you done yet? All right. This came in that big lot of stuff I bought, toys I bought, and she's back drinking again. She was outside for a while. So anyway, so I had this figure listed for $34.99. Oh my gosh. You won't believe this. How did you? Why is it every time I try to film, you guys are doing this? They are the worst roommates ever. All right, I think they're done now finally. Anyway, so I got this in that massive toy lot. I bought it probably like a year ago. I ended up having this list for I had it listed too high. This is for $39.99. No one bought it. Ended it, sell similar, put it up for $34.99 like 2 days ago. Someone sent me an offer for $30 and I accepted. So got $30 plus shipping on that. We're gonna package those items up first, and then we're gonna open up these boxes to show you guys kind of what I bought. And I am so nervous because I have a big chance I could have just made a bad choice and lost a bunch of money. Or it could be good. Hopefully, I don't know, we'll see. I think it's the mean trick going on right now. Are you thirsty, Mr. Jack? What, you thirsty too? I swear to God, it's like they all got together. Like, hey, he's filming. Let's all drink water and make lots of noise.
I can't sometimes. All right, so I told you guys at the beginning of this video that I had a buying problem. And honestly, I don't know everything that I bought. Look at this. Here's the stack. So I told you guys we're gonna open this up together, see what I bought, because I really don't know everything in here. There is some really big items in here that might get me in trouble, so we're gonna find out. All right, so this first package is actually from the Commonwealth Picker. I know what this one is. It's the most stupid, ridiculous thing I bought on Whatnot. All right, so got a little autographed card for him, some My Reseller Genie, Scam Me, look at this stuff. Spamming me. Oh, photo that they called the Death Pile Picker. That's why I bought it. I bought it for $1. What I'm thinking about doing is I'm gonna maybe sign the box and then gonna relist it on Whatnot, and hopefully some other reseller buy it and put it up for sale and just keep the train going there. So it'd be kind of funny, but yeah, I don't know. $1 money. What a waste of money that was for $1. Yo, look at this. Alf, 1987, and it's brand new with tags. Look at that. Oh, that is super cool. I remember I bought that off of eBay. I think I paid like 15 bucks. It was at an auction. And I think it took the buyer like literally 2 weeks to send it to me. And he said it was because of snow. I'm like, my family lives in Pennsylvania. It wasn't snowing, but it is what it is. I don't care. Super cool though, 15 bucks. I'm probably gonna keep that for my personal collection. So it has another package inside of it. What did I buy? Leaf Draft 2017, okay. 17 packs. What is this? 2023 promo edition. Wild Card Chrome. Bought a bunch of football packs. Damn, I bought a bunch of those. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, so I spent probably an average like $8 a pack. I was sliding my finger the last second across there to try to get some packs. Some of them would jump a little higher than probably what I want to pay, but got a bunch of cool football packs open up. I actually been stockpiling a bunch of packs right now because I don't know. I'm really starting to get back in the cards, and I think this is gonna be fun to open up here in the future. So I've just been buying packs, stockpiling, putting them off the side, and figure out what I want to do with all of them. All right, this next box is a big box, and I know this is also a Whatnot purchase. Check this out: UFC Don Ross 2022. You know, 39, 21, and 22. This one I'm probably 39 for. Here's Bowman. Here's a mega box, Bowman Chrome. This is gonna be cool. That's gonna be fun to open up. Chronicles. 24 cards, Panini, 2023. All right. Is this the college one? Oh, no. Oh, this is draft picks. Okay. All right, so this next one, I was actually supporting a local reseller. I paid 13 bucks for this. All right, so ended up coming with these salt and pepper shakers, which is kind of cool. That's cool. That was in the box. And then here was a Vera Bradley purse. That's cool. Super clean. Okay, that was definitely worth 10 bucks. I went back and looked. So the purse was actually what was in the mystery box, and then I won a prize. And the prize were the salt and pepper shakers. So definitely worth the 12 or 13 bucks, whatever I spent for this stuff. But all right, next package. This is actually from the Nashville Flipper. Yo, check this out. Ric Flair. Woo! Gotta love that, man. Definitely had to get that. Support. Gotta support Ray. Gotta support people that support you, man. I was part of his Ray train on Whatnot, and plus I love Ric Flair, so it's a win-win. I think I only paid like $5 for that, but and I won his giveaway. So got Nashville Flipper. This is super cool. It's a thank you card in there, and then here is a Star Wars reward card. So these next purchases are going to. This is what stuff got a little out of hand, and this next purchase is I got caught. So when they do sudden death on Whatnot, when you swipe your finger, someone could put a custom bid. Say the bids could be at 10 bucks, and you go to swipe your finger, and someone put a custom bid in at like 100 bucks, and so and you swipe your finger to bid the next highest. It's gonna go like 105 and 110. Yeah, I get caught up in that, and this would end up happening.
I don't even know what it is. What did I do? What did I do? Oh my gosh. What is this? Prism Draft Picks 2021. Yeah. I got 20 boxes. 20 boxes.
I think I paid like $210 for the box, and after shipping and taxes, came up like $240, $250. But at 20 boxes, no, I'm paying like $12.50 a box, somewhere in that ballpark. So there's a hot prospect, Ella De La Cruz, in the 2021. I think, if I'm not mistaken, you could pull his cards out of this. I hope so, because that would be very weird if I didn't. But anyway, we'll see. I'm going to probably open up a bunch of these up, have some fun with it. Maybe I'll give one American Arbitrage carry. Tim, over the years, I'll probably give him a box too. Why not, right? All right, this next one I am super worried about, because if it's what I think it is, I spent a lot of money on this. I think I spent $750 on this, and I bought it from the Storage Auction Pirate on Whatnot. If you guys don't know, he's a big YouTuber, buys lots of storage units, and he came across this, and I had to get it because, I don't know, let's pull it up. I got to open up. Let me see. Oh, man. I'm really nervous about this purchase, to be honest with you, because I could have just lost $750, depending how this turns out. Oh, guys. There it is. Tom Brady rookie card. There's a little nick at the bottom there, I think. Yeah. All right, guys. Tom Brady rookie card. This is the rookie gold from 2000. Super cool card. I mean, I bought this to get graded. The problem with sports cards is when you have a white border, when you have a black border, it shows every little flaw possible. And I can't tell if that's... so I knew when buying this, it wasn't going to be a 10. I knew that for a fact. I was hoping for a 9. This may get like an 8. So my worst case scenario was an 8. Let me quick look and see what 8s are going for, somewhere in that ballpark. All right, so a PSA 8 just sold for $1,200, and that was on March 18th. PSA 8 sold on March 17th for $1,500. So, and then it's weird because like PSA 9, there's a PSA 9 that sold for $2,000. So I bought this back in February when the market was down. So one good thing, if you guys ever buy sports cards, buy them when the market, in the off season. Once the season ends, cards have a tendency to go down because out of sight, out of mind. Cards are starting to go up now because free agency has started. The NFL draft is in April. So you're going to start to see an increase in sports cards, football sports cards. Usually, once the team gets eliminated from the playoffs or once the Super Bowl ends, you have a tendency to see football cards go down. I think I'm going to do okay. If I get an 8, I'm going to send this off to PSA, get it graded. If it comes back an 8, I'm going to be happy with that. All right, next box is, I think it's a bunch of comic books. It's from Great Finds PA. If you guys go follow them on Whatnot, I'll put what their thing up here is. Great guy. I actually know him from Pennsylvania. I actually went to high school with him in Pennsylvania, but he does Whatnot up there, and I jumped on one of his auctions, and I made a big purchase. All right. All right, these are Invincible. Yeah, this is not. I bought a massive big lot of Invincible comics. Invincible is by the same writer as The Walking Dead, and they actually signed a deal with Amazon, and they actually have their cartoon on Amazon. It's a more adult-oriented content, but he had a massive lot, like 40 or 50 comic books, and I think I paid like $150 or something like that. So I know that's what that one is. That's probably what one of these other boxes is. And then there's a big purchase in here at the end. And this is more Invincible comic books. All right, I'm really nervous because I spent, this entire purchase was like $1,350. I think I spent $1,100 just on this box. So this is Bone. You guys aren't familiar with Bone. Bone is an independent comic book that's extremely rare and extremely valuable. And this looks like in excellent condition. The corner is, damn it. I did remember, he did send me a picture of the corner. I forgot about it though. But yeah, I'm going to send this to my buddy up in Indiana. Mail these up to get this pressed. I'm going to send this off to get graded. So this book alone getting graded on. Let me pull up and see what they go for. All right, so this is first printing. So if you guys don't know, like a 9.8 of this goes for like probably like $10,000 or something ridiculous. Like it's impossible to come across. But this one, and I think this one might get like an 8.0, some in that ballpark. An 8.0 recently sold at auction for $988. So that one book, if I get it graded at a high grade, I'm hoping for an 8.5. Realistically, it's probably going to be an 8.0. But if it gets above an 8.0, I'm thinking good money. But because it went in auction for $988, I think $1,250 to $1,500 as a buy it now. So I don't know. I gotta look at the rest of these though. This is Bone number 2. So, all right, guys, you see this little crease right here? Those tiny creases. That's what you call a spine tick, bud. Spine has a little damage here. This is number 2. And then there is number 3. All right, so there's 2 copies. And you can tell the difference between the green and the blue on these. One's the first print, one's the second print. But Bone 4. Got Bone 5. And Bone Holiday Special. Oh, yeah, I think you threw that one in for me. Chris, if you're watching, man, thank you so much. Appreciate the hookup on these. All right, this video is getting way too long. So, guys, thank you so much for watching. Please make sure you like and subscribe. It really does help out this channel. Until next time, guys, make sure you guys keep flipping and punching.